Hello Thibodeau, this is Jameson Taylor of KNSU News, bringing you a special edition report on the recent student rally. The event planned by student protest group StandUp was a resounding success, with over 8 schools around the state attending the protest at the state capitol, including SLU and UNO. Our very own campus president was on the scene, his fears of a lackluster turnout quickly dispelled.
What do you think of the turnout?
Well, I'm pleased with it. At first I was a little worried, but I'm delighted with it now. And I'd tell you that probably a third or more of these people are Nichols folks, just like last year. Something about a smaller university and a campus community where people get together and turn out. You're seeing a good number from Grambling and some of the other campuses too. But there are a few of us that have turned out in good numbers, and I'm proud of our students and faculty. We've got a number of faculty here.
Anything you'd like to say to Jendal right now?
Well, I would like him to listen to our students. I'd like him to stop and think about what's going on and work with us. We're not asking for a handout at these universities. We're not whining, and our students aren't whining. What we're asking for is a partnership to solve some problems so these schools are here and the classes are open when our students need them.
Students were indeed out in force, carrying signs and wearing costumes, showing unity as they chanted on the Capitol steps. I also interviewed several of my fellow students from around Louisiana, including Jennifer Breaux and Emma Fontenot, government juniors who spoke of McNeese's declared neutrality over the budget cuts.
My name is Jennifer Breaux, B-R-E-A-U-X. I am a government major at McNeese and currently a junior, and I hope they hear this, and I hope I get in trouble for it.
Can you tell us why they decided a neutrality stance?
We were told the possibility is we're instating a new president. That is the strongest and most logical answer we were given as to why we were to remain neutral. We heard about this actually yesterday, found it on the local news, the school, no one knew about it. Professors didn't even know this rally was going on. Nothing was mentioned about it. Nothing was conveyed to the students.
Declared a neutrality because of that, or was there
as far as we know, it's because the institution is going to happen of a new president.
I would assume it's because we wanted to be the one college to tell Governor Jendal when he becomes the president, but we didn't fight back.
And other students such as Brad Eckes, a sociology major at Southern.
Well, today went very well. We weren't expecting this many students out here because we've had trouble on our individual campuses rallying students. So today it was a huge surprise. We're very, very happy that it turned out this way. And the crowd reacted great. The speeches were awesome. Today just overall was just an A+, man. I'm telling you, like, I'm stoked. I'm high off adrenaline right now. I'm not even lying. And I can't even put into words how I feel. But this is not the end all, like I said before. This is the beginning of the end. This is the student movement that's going to change Louisiana for the rest of eternity, hopefully, as long as this state's going to be here. So I'm hoping that more students are going to be involved in the next rally, and I really want people to start doing the research and participating in activism, because it's activism that persuades legislators to change things. It's not just sitting by your TV and watching stuff. So I really hope people start becoming more active.
Good evening, I'm Glenn Price. I'm from Jonesboro, Louisiana. I attend Grambling State University, and I would just like to say that it's a good look that we have all the surrounding students come out to support this movement, just to help out, just to know that we want to stay. See, we came all the way from Grambling, Louisiana, me, myself, and Cameron Butler here. We just would like to just thank everyone for coming out. Just hopefully we can have a change so that they won't cut our budget, so that we can increase the student, because education is where everything starts. If you cut education, then there's nothing left. Like all the budget cuts, because we have our priorities in the wrong places. We have to start with education. So we should be cutting everything else instead of education. You have anything to say?
Anything you'd like to say?
I just like to say that we just like an equal opportunity just as other states do in higher education. Why cut us from doing something that's going to help us better for our future? So I just say that we have to get the funds so that we can have that equal opportunity. So we're here making a stand.
Thank you.
I'm just surprised that all the smaller schools, like y'all have so many people. We hardly see anybody from LSU. I'm glad to see a whole effort here with all the schools coming together. It's good to see, man. Really good to see.
What's your name and major?
Matt Helmer. I'm an anthropology graduate student.
Hell of a turnout compared to last year, huh?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think now people are really starting to come together, and hopefully this will accomplish something. I don't know, but
All right, thank you.
yeah.
Would you like to say something as well?
Sure. My name is Albert Samuels, and I'm a professor of political science at Southern University. And I just say that it's just very exciting and exhilarating to see this many students from all over the state to come out and to come together for a common cause of really saving higher education. It really amplifies the idea that we are all in this together, and we will sink or swim together as a state. So it's very gratifying to see this happen.
There were several inspiring speakers at the rally, such as Gregory Espin, a sociology alumni from Southeastern.
We've all been impacted by the budget cuts, whether we've had $100 million in our budget or whether we've had $30 million in our budget. All of us have felt the same pain. All of us have bled the same blood. All of us have had the same hurt. And this day we are here to ask, even if Governor Jindal, if he's up there, if you're not traveling, please come down and commune with us on this day as we celebrate, and ask of you, of course, to listen to us and not just hear us. Be a doer and not just, of course, a follower. We're asking that you come down in a positive light. We're not here to fight. We're not here to argue, but we're here just to plead our case that we're tired of bleeding and we're ready for our education to be considered an important matter in our agenda. The lion that is sleeping. It takes us to come together in this light to cause everyone to wake up and see that young people really do care about their education. Young people really do care about their futures. Young people do have an agenda and a pursuit of life, and this day we refuse to be cut down another notch. But it's time for us to go to the next notch.
Joyce Hayes, president of the Louisiana Association of Educators.
Governor Bobby Jindal does not have the courage to ask the citizens of Louisiana to provide the needed revenue, which would stop the decimation of our sacred higher public education institutions. He demands cuts, but he hasn't consulted with the faculty of any of these campuses, and your voices need to be heard. Governor Bobby Jindal is more interested in his political career and the image outside of Louisiana than the needs of the fine higher education institutions standing here today. His presence on our campuses is lacking, and we will not settle for that any longer. Instead of focusing his efforts on political gain outside of Louisiana, he needs to bring his focus back home to Louisiana. We demand that he tackle these issues, and we request that he ask for the needed revenues to set aside and to save our public institutions of higher ed and all our public education systems. Louisiana politicians, business leaders must understand that the future of this state rests on the funding of effective public education systems. Tax breaks for big business are currently part of Louisiana's economy will not take us anywhere without having an adequately trained employee base coming out of our public education system. So I say to you, all of you institutions from which I will tell you I went to at least 4 of them as I worked my way through, and I am a proud candidate of public education. I say to you, stand up. Stand up for public higher ed. Stand up for public education. Stand up to your leaders. Stand up to your government. And stand tall. Take it to the barbershop. Take it to the beauty shop. Take it to the community. Take it to the churches. But don't stop. Stand up for public education. Stand up for higher ed. And stand up till you can't stand anymore.
And LSU Communications graduate Ariel Gratch, who encouraged students to continue the battle against budget cuts.
Throughout the rest of our lives, through our loves and heartbreaks, through our failures and successes, we start families and watch our children grow and learn, the decisions made by our government will have the power to remain. And let us be clear, we are not talking about some minor restructuring. The budget cuts will cripple higher education in Louisiana. Our freedom to study what interests us, explore what fascinates us, and learn that which enriches us will be torn away. And it is not just about us who stand here today. The actions taken in the Capitol building will affect Louisiana for generations to come. But what happens outside of this building can have an even greater effect. The question before us is very clear and very simple. Are we going to be the generation that pleaded quietly? Or are we going to raise a voice so loud and so strong that it will shake the very foundations of this building behind me?
Governor Jindal was in northern Louisiana at the time of the protests as a part of his Building a Better Louisiana for Our Children tour. No lawmakers or staff came out to speak during the protests, but Senate President Joel Chazon and several legislative staffers were seen watching on the steps. And despite fears of the students becoming violent according to online threats, the rally remained peaceful. This is Jameson Taylor of KNSU News, encouraging students of NSU to continue to stand up.